A few months ago, I went to Bangladesh.
So if you're going to come to Bangladesh, you have to come here. This is my first ever drive in Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just fascinated by that history of how the country came to be. Okay, we're in Bali Road. This is a popular place for. Is this a unique? I'm guessing it's a unique Bangladeshi dish. It's not GDA. It's not Grand Theft Auto.
And you're probably thinking, why? I mean, that's what somebody asked me. In fact, everyone asked me this, my friends and family. What are you doing going to Bangladesh? Well, there's one very good reason. In fact, I could say there was two good reasons. Here's what they were. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. I don't think I've ever met anyone who's been to Bangladesh. In fact, very few people go there. I can tell you this by the way that the visa service works. When I entered the country, they thought I was a criminal. I mean, that's the way they sort of are with foreigners. They think, what are you doing here? You're a foreigner. At least that's the impression I got anyway. Because when I was at the airport, the visa stuff, it's like police. It's a police desk, and they really look at your passport and your details, and they really, really sort of assess you to decide whether or not they should let you into the country, which is, to me, I did not expect that at all. I thought, it'd just be like Bali or Indonesia or Malaysia. It'd be no worries at all, but it wasn't that way at all. In fact, fortunately, I knew some people in Bangladesh. So, what are the two reasons that I went there for? Well, one of them was to see the Teslas of Bangladesh. Now, I didn't see a single actual branded Tesla in Bangladesh, but I saw hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of electric Tuk Tuks and electric bicycles.
You know what you are on?
This? The rickshaw, right?
It's a rickshaw.
Or as I've heard, a Tesla.
Oh, you know what? This is a Tesla. That's so cool.
When I say electric bicycles, I mean bicycles with a seat on the back of them that are kind of like a tuk-tuk. So there was closed ones, and that you would call I guess you'd call a tuk-tuk, but there was also just bicycles with a seat on the back, and they're electric. I call them a tuk-tuk anyway. So they're everywhere in Bangladesh. And there is thousands and thousands of these bicycles, or tuk-tuks, whatever you want to call them, which they call the Teslas of Bangladesh.
Apparently all the rickshaws, well, not all of them, but lots of them now are electric. You can see no chain there, guys. This traffic jam is very, very, we're going nowhere.
Yeah, almost 10 minutes.
Hey guys, we are here in Bangladesh in a tuk-tuk. This one is electric, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure most of them here in Bangladesh are actually electric, which is pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
They actually call them Teslas, yeah? Tesla?
Yeah.
They say there's a Tesla?
Yeah.
All across Bangladesh.
Yeah.
You told me that story, yeah?
Yeah.
So, as you can see, people love to beep their horns here. And not for any real reason, they just beep over and over and over. It makes no sense. It's illogical. So, now, first tuk tuk ride here in Bangladesh. Now we're going to get back to the car and try and get somewhere, maybe go to the office.
So, crazy enough, actually Bangladesh is electrifying its vehicle fleet faster than Australia is and faster than the United States is, even though it's a very, very poor country and there's very few electric cars.
Stay charged, zero emission, electrifying Dhaka. The future is electric.
Said, there's not really that many vehicles on the roads except for in the capital cities. Outside of that, most people don't have the money to afford one. And there are huge tariffs on cars, massive taxes. You've got to pay like double the price you'd expect to pay for, say, a Toyota Corolla. In Bangladesh, it's about double the price. Could be a good thing in a way, because the roads were dominated by these Teslas. And in Bangladesh, they call them Teslas. They say, there, look, there's a Tesla. And they're not referencing Tesla vehicles, they're referencing the electric bicycles, the electric tuk tuks that are around everywhere. Now, the cool thing is, if you can't afford to actually buy an electric Tesla or electric bicycle to make money and be a taxi and take people around, then there are companies that will rent them to you for, I think it's a couple of dollars a day. So to make your money back, you've got to do a certain amount of rides in order to pay off, right, that rental fee. And clearly people are doing this. There's thousands and thousands of these people in Bangladesh. And I took a ride on one of them. It was great. I mean, it was fantastic. It's so cool to see Bangladesh is electrifying faster than the United States and Australia, which is, it's ridiculous, really, isn't it, when you think about it? That a country where so many people are in poverty, that they are thinking logically, they are thinking in a more intelligent way than what many people in the West are. So it was great to see that. And it was, you know, growing up, I often felt quite depressed and quite sad for certain reasons, and I've talked about that in the past, and I think we all have our challenges, particularly for me as a teenager. I was never getting enough sleep. I had sleep apnea, didn't know it, and therefore I was honestly an introvert, but I wasn't really an introvert. I was an extrovert, but I was acting like an introvert because I was always so tired, and this also made me more emotional. But I used to say to myself, I'd be walking home from school, and I'd say to myself, Sam, snap out of it. People in Africa don't have food to eat. At least you have food to eat, right? Stop acting like a little bitch. But I could never really connect with this. It was like a thought in my head where I'd say, Sam, snap out of it, because actually you live in Australia. What do you have to complain about? And even though I knew this was true, it never worked for me. I did it hundreds of times. Sam, come on, there's people in Africa, there's people who are starving all around the world. You're in a much better place than they are. Stop feeling emotional, stop feeling negative. And it didn't help me. And I thought to myself, well, if I went to a country where I could clearly see these people who are much less off than I am, much less well off than I am, then I really would make a difference. And I can tell you that visiting countries where people are genuinely in need and genuinely you feel sorry for them, it absolutely does give you a sense of gratitude. It also makes you feel kind of bad, almost a little bit guilty in a way, because you have so much and they have so little. I also went to Bangladesh to visit my team that do my editing for my videos and do a lot of work for this channel. They're in Bangladesh.
You're all busy working? What's happening? Yeah.
And in fact, they worked for me before I started this channel, when I had a completely different business. I was doing totally different things. and they've learned, re-skilled in order to work for this channel. And I personally actually never met them in person. I never actually seen them in person. Obviously, of course, you can do YouTube, you can do face-to-face, FaceTime, and, Zoom videos and all that sort of thing, but it's not quite the same, is it? So I went to Bangladesh, I visited them, and got to meet their families and their wives.
Your hands are wet. That's okay. Hello, how are you? You're the sister.
Yeah, sister.
You're 13. And you're at school today. Thinking all about you. Good.
I'm ready, smile. Smile.
And it was a great experience. Got to have dinner with them and have lunch in their homes to see what it's really like to be there in Bangladesh.
Chicken is cooked by my wife. This is also cooked by my mother. This is cooked by mother's wife. Wait, the dish.
Here in Bangladesh, and I have purchased a cola, lemon and lime cola. It's from Afghanistan. Pamir. I thought this must have been a Bangladesh cola, so Afghanistan, I'm drinking a drink from Afghanistan in Bangladesh. See how it is. I don't think it's going to open. Oh, you got to peel it back. Ah. It's like I'm going to cut my finger. Wow. Alright. Very sharp. Actually pretty good. Doesn't really taste like cola, but it's good. Yeah. Right. Hello, how are you? Traditional Bangladesh dish with beef and potato. Now I had this at Hussein's house with his family, and it was delicious. Had it again last night, sort of a similar sort of thing, something a little different, but I had mutton last night, that was really good. The food here in Bangladesh is amazing. So now we're here in Hussein's parents-in-law, his father-in-law and his mother-in-law, and this looks incredible with all this food here. We have fried special type of fish. Hussein, what fish is that called?
Hilcha fish.
Hilcha fish.
Yeah.
That's a famous fish of Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have chicken. What's the chicken called?
It's called chicken korma.
Chicken korma.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have what's this called again?
Beef.
Beef what?
Beef curry.
Beef curry.
Yeah.
Any kind of name for that, or just beef curry?
Beef curry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have what were these things?
And that's egg curry.
Egg. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have this.
This is called shami kebab.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
It's
very good.
made with beef. Yeah.
Okay. And so vegetables.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a vegetable.
So if you're gonna come to Bangladesh, you have to come here.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
try some traditional food.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I've got to say, it was a great experience. If you haven't been to a country like this, I highly recommend you go.
Hey guys, sponsored Toyota video here. Driving a Toyota hybrid. And I'm in Bangladesh and it's night time. So this is my first ever drive in Bangladesh. Have to admit, I'm a little nervous after being in this car for the last few days and seeing how crazy the traffic is here. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. I don't actually know if the car's turned on. Is it turned on?
Yeah.
It is. Okay. So let's put it in reverse. Reverse. Back we go.
No, you put it in not neutral.
I put it in neutral.
Yeah.
Oh, that's reverse.
Yeah. Now it's reversing.
Drive. Here we go. I don't know where I'm going. Which way am I going? That
This
way?
way.
I've never been this nervous driving a car before. Just knowing how unpredictable this all has been. Seeing it seeing it the last few days. Okay. I just realized I didn't have the lights on because I'm used to them automatically coming on. And now they're on. But there's a lot of people just walk out in front of the car. Left. Yeah.
Turn left onto Gulshan Avenue.
So the roads are normally very, very busy. I've intentionally been given the opportunity to drive at night because there's a lot less vehicles on the road. It'd be, oof, I do want to die. Yeah, the roads are normally much more crazier than this. Okay, we're in Gulshan in Bangladesh. And this road is going to be, I know this road, we've been down here. It's going to be very bumpy. Is that right?
Yeah.
Or am I wrong?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Come on, you guys. Look out right when I'm driving through. Feels like a video game where anything could happen at any moment. But it's not GTA. It's not Grand Theft Auto. You hit someone, yeah, it's not going to be good. Oh yeah. People riding the wrong way. It's crazy. Going 50 kilometers an hour here feels too fast. Because people just no road rules. This will be interesting. This is busier. Okay, we're about to hit a really busy road. There is buses that will crunch you, apparently. These. All right, here we go.
In 400 meters, turn left onto the ramp to Dhaka Elevated Expressway.
Most of the buses here have major damage because they just bulldoze their way through. And you've got to get out of their way. Otherwise, you're going to be toast. Some motorbike riders here on the left. I don't know what they're doing.
Pushing one another.
Pushing one, what's pushing the other?
because the one is not working.
Oh, yeah, okay. See if the motorbike rider doesn't try and hit us from behind. Look at that, they do. They're crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy to swerve in front of you like that.
Continue on Dhaka Elevated Expressway for 3 kilometers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're on onto the easy bit. This is the freeway, very smooth road here. Okay, this is Bangladeshi money. It's about $1, but oh, yeah. We got some change. We got a receipt for our $1. And here we go, we're under the freeway. Now, what did we get back? We got 20. That's worth about 10 cents?
Yeah.
10 cents?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty, here we go. People don't indicate here. I don't know. They just, I don't know the point of, manufacturers maybe should just not even bother putting indicators on the cars here because no one uses them. It's been very interesting being in Bangladesh. I've been to quite a few different countries, been lucky enough to travel to quite a few countries, but Bangladesh is very unique. I love the Tesla Tuk Tuks. They're great. I think they say that some people they still ride the bicycles while they're pulling people along, and you can see they're really struggling. But Hussein, you said that what they do is they hire them every day to hire the electric bicycle where you pull someone along and you're basically the taxi. They're really good, but you do have to rent them every day. The people who, so for them to pay it off, their rent, they have to do 10 trips first. So you really want to hope you get work, right? Otherwise, you might have to pay for the tuk-tuk, the rental yourself.
Take exit Farmgate.
Now, I've also been reading about when Bangladesh became a country in 1971, which has been really interesting about.
Continue for 1.5 kilometers.
Really interesting reading about the I'm not laughing about the war, but about what happened with Pakistan and Bangladesh, and I'm just fascinated by that history of how the country came to be. And so now what are we doing? We're going to get we're on the way to the airport now.
Yeah, we are going to the Dosa Express to have some fuchka, doi fuchka.
Okay, so
In 500 meters, merge onto Indira Road.
it sounds almost Russian. What is this food? Doi fuchka.
It's made with yogurt
Okay,
and something like biscuit.
okay.
Yeah.
So we're on the way to get some food before we get to the airport. I'm hungry and I'm definitely ready to eat something. Looks like there's a whole lot of markets here over that side. People always undercut you from the left. That's what the tricky part is here. If you're moving left and they're undercutting you from the left, it's quite tricky. So we've got to go for this little left here, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
That's what she said. Okay. That was good. That was good. Success. Haven't hit anyone yet. This guy was like a centimetre away from us a minute ago. Don't know why. Alright, come on. We're going too slow now. Let's speed up. Come on.
He's going to right, but
He's got to go right, but he's totally going to do it from the left lane. Yeah. All these bikes going right from the left over there. Driving the middle lane is the right strategy. And one of my dreams that I used to have when I was younger was, I think I was skateboarding and I felt my skateboard really hurt my foot. So now whenever I see people, wow, they're really beeping at us really loudly. Got no idea why. Anyway, I have this dream where if you come off a motorbike or you come off a skateboard or something and you gouge your feet really badly. And in a lot of Asian countries, people don't wear shoes when they're on their motorbikes. They're just bare feet or thongs. And then they drive really dangerously. I think, wow. Look at that, crazy.
In 600 meters, turn left onto Bali Road.
So because everyone beeps here, beeping has no value. No one listens to it. Because everyone does it all the time. It just means nothing. It's another situation where one motorbike is pushing the other motorbike because one of them has probably run out of fuel or something.
go left.
Left? Okay, now we've got two non-electric rickshaws in front of us. So we're going 10 kilometers an hour. An electric one. Looks like a nice new shiny electric motor on the back of that rickshaw. Okay, we're in Bali Road. This is a popular place for eating food, buying clothes in Bangladesh. Apparently it's the place to go. So we're nearly there. We're just going to try and find a place to park and get some food. I have to admit, I don't think I've ever eaten anything just like this ever before. It's sort of crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, but it's also sweet and spicy. Yeah, very. Is this a unique? I'm guessing it's a unique Bangladeshi dish. Would that be right? Yeah. Chicken and egg rolls. Looks It's like a lot of rice in there. That'd be right.
No.
Rice? No.
They are eggs.
What is this?
Eggs.
It's eggs. Okay. All right. This could be good. I'm guessing I need to take the wrapper off. The wrapper's off. Sauce. Tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Tastes a bit like chicken curry. Good. I like it.